So this is a video about the IBM PS2E and IBM PS2 Model 55SX. So I'm just exploring the two machines without any plan or reason, it's just for fun, so please enjoy. Let's start with the IBM PS2E on top here. So, boots into DOS. There is a Sound Blaster 16 installed in this machine. And yeah, it's 50 MHz 486 SLC CPU, 12 megs of RAM. There's an SD card with 1 GB. So let's just run some utilities. Microsoft Diagnostics. The computer is recognized as an IBM PS2 Model 70, and that's not right. Video card XGA. Hardware info seems to detect the IBM 486 SLC CPU, 50 MHz. That's good. Computer is from 93. And yeah, the difference between this IBM PS2E and the normal IBM PS2 is that PS2E has ISA bus and IDE hard drive controller interface, so it's easy to use an SD card or swap out the hard drive if you like. This computer performs like an 148 MHz AT. So let's try Pinball Fantasy. So yeah, it works well, even with sound. Okay, so this is to show graphics application. So if you load the DOS graphics driver here, I can set the resolution to 800 times 600 with 256 colors. So this is a nice looking picture. It's high resolution for such an old machine. So unload the EISA SVGA extension there. Okay, so let's see what's inside. So you just slide the cover off like this. And inside you will see the sound card that has a jumper setting here. You can choose between speaker out and line out. So you need to set it to line out on this machine because so that the sound card doesn't use too much power, because the power supply can only supply 24 watts. That's not very much. There's a coin cell battery in this instead of a Dallas chip, so that's good. So it's easy to replace the coin cell battery. And yeah, it also has the EISA bus, so it's easy to find peripherals and sound cards. This is the floppy drive, it's like a laptop computer drive, and this is the SD card instead of a hard drive. Yeah, this is a nice computer for retro gaming and such, if you like IBM. But maybe it's not a real IBM PS2, but yeah, still it's a fun computer. And also it has no fans, so the computer is totally silent. There's no fan even inside the power supply, so that's it's completely silent. So let's take a look inside the IBM PS2 55 SX. So floppy drive, hard drive behind that cover. It's an IBM model WD-L40S, made by IBM in the UK. Hard drive. And this computer has a Dallas, first it has the Intel 386 SX CPU. Yeah, and there you see the Dallas clock chip that has been modified so that it can use a coin cell battery. And that's how it looks. Yeah, the power button is very chunky when you turn it on and off. It's a mechanical one. Yeah. In this machine there's also a sound card from 2020. The Texelec Resound 2 OPL3 MCA. It's an ad-lib card. Because it's very difficult to find sound cards for this MCA bus that's used on IBM PS2 computers. So that was sort of the only option I found to have sound from this machine. So power it on. So almost 4 megabytes of RAM. Boots into DOS. Yeah, IBM PS2 Model 55 SX 16 MHz 386 SX 4 megs of RAM, 40 megabyte hard drive, and there's a resound to OPL MCA sound card in it as well. So check it. Finds a 386 CPU. Yeah. PC config finds a PS2 Model 55 SX computer. So that's good. 16 MHz 386 SX. And I don't know why I have different utilities on this machine, but yeah, it's pretty complicated to get software into it if you don't use the floppy drive to copy stuff. So yeah, Microsoft Diagnostics. So let's try Pinball Fantasies again. Okay, so Smart Drive is loaded, but the game should start anyways. Uses some memory. And on this computer, since it's a real hard drive and not an SD card, a Smart Drive is very nice to have, because yeah, otherwise the hard drive will work all the time. And the performance is very slow. So Smart Drive is the hard drive cache. I need to enable sound or increase the volume. So yeah, this game runs sort of the same on this 16 MHz 386, just like, yeah, it runs well on this computer, just like it did on the 486 50 MHz PS2E computer. So yeah. Okay, so Norton sysinfo. Detects the computer model correctly. And the bus type is MCA. Let's do CPU speed 11. Yep. That's pretty slow. Disk speed benchmark. It's computer 3. So there's data transfer rate is 0 kilobytes per second, but maybe that's because of smart drive, I don't know. So let's run Prince of Persia. It also runs perfectly on this computer, no problems. So let's look at the BIOS settings. This is from the reference floppy drive. I have copied everything to the hard drive, so you can enter the sort of BIOS settings, BIOS configuration, utilities, and yeah, it finds the resound sound card there. Yeah, that's sort of it. And before I turn this off, I usually park the hard drive so it will not get damaged. And I move the computer so it clears the smart drive cache, and then it parks the hard drive heads. So power off. And let's connect the PS2E computer again, the 486. Yeah, as you can see in the boot screen there, I use EC drive to be able to access more of that SD card, because the BIOS doesn't handle the big size of the SD card. So Norton sysinfo. Sorry, this computer has 73 points from sysinfo. So that's better than the 11 from the PS2 model 55. And yeah, disk speed is better, of course. 2.4 megs per second. But this is the SD card. And in DOS I use this 4DOS sort of shell to get colors and stuff on the command line. So Windows 3.11, the MIDI output. And let's see let's view some graphics in Windows 3 11.2. And yeah, I think the resolution is the same here, 800 times 600 with 256 colors. So yeah, the same nice image there. I have some old data in the temp directory, so I just remove that. To save some disk space, because there's only 1.5 or 1.6 megabytes free on this 40 meg hard drive. So to transfer software, I usually use this serial wire and null modem connected to a USB converter that I connect to my more modern machine via USB. Then on that computer I run Minicom in Linux, and on the PS2 computer I run this PD, public domain Z modem application. It's very easy to use from the command prompt from DOS. So here I transfer a module music file. And yeah, this is speed up footage, so you don't have to wait. But it goes pretty fast. File is 0.5 megabyte in size. So yeah, public domain Z modem. Very good application. So let's play this module. And I don't think the sound was recorded very well, but yeah, it works. So I think fast tracker too. Oh, it requires a mouse. Okay. So yeah, this is fast tracker, and after a while I think you can hear the song. So this is the PS2E playing on its Sound Blaster 16 card. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for viewing, and bye bye.